I so very nearly hit the end record button there. End stream button even. That would have been a big whoops. Let's see if we can finish the Brazilian forest stuff today, however. So I've got the ruins to sort out. Meet with a Fang, go back to the elves, have that discussion. If you haven't seen this part of the game before, hoo boy, are you in for a treat? Hoo boy, are you in for a treat? Let's go and talk to a werewolf.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come.
Indeed.
You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well, but you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
Why won't you let me try to settle this dispute?
You are sent by the treacherous Dalish to kill Witherfang. I will not stand by and allow that to happen.
But I have no intention of harming Witherfang. I want to talk.
I do not believe you. I will not risk believing you. You are an intruder in our home. You come to kill, as all your kind do. We have learned this lesson well. Here, Witherfang protects us. Here we learn our names and are beloved. We will defend Witherfang and this place with our lives.
I'm just going to check to see if that could have gone any other way. I don't think it could have done, but you never know. Tip to type, 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 type. This one. Sorry, had a bit of a cough. Grand Oak, Brazilian Forest, Magical Barrier, here we go. Unavoidable fight. There we go. Right, well, let's see how well I get my ass kicked by werewolves this time. Fireball! Why are you attacking me with great impunity? I do not like it. Please stop. That wasn't the best heal to use, but I panicked. I'll be honest. That was a full panic spell. Oh wow. Get wrecked me. Hi Rain. You've caught this at the start of the stream as well. Oh, that's loud. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Get up, me. Good morning, Rain. Grab that. Okay, so my injury is apparently restricting my maximum health, and that's fine. That's fine. This is probably going to trigger a Revenant fight, so I'll just go back to the camp after that, because I'm probably going to end up with another injury from that, at least one. How are you, Rain? Familiar warding runes are carved into this tombstone. Where's the Revenant? There's the Revenant. Right, where am I dropping this fireball for spicy maximum damage? Probably here. Because they're clustered, and then hopefully everyone else could take care of the other skeleton archers. Or not. I guess I can take care of them too. That, you know, that works for me. Keep an eye on that fireball cooldown. Give everyone a good heal. Very good run for quick errand, but you'll be back long before you're done. Excellent. Well, I'll be done. I'll be streaming for about 3 hours ish. So, good luck on your errand. Hopefully, it's not too tiresome. Oh my freaking god!
Right away. Make it breath. Yes, of course.
Sten, just heal.
It's done. I'll do it. Right away.
Sten, just chug those health poultices. Yeah, you tank that Revenant, Sten.
Yes. I shall. Yes, of course. It's done. I'll
God,
do it.
Revenants do not mess around.
Right away. I'll do it. As you like. It's done.
Like I said, thought I'd end up with another injury fighting the Revenant. 100% did. It's the Juggernaut armor, and then yeah, there's the actual ruins. But I need to go back to party camp to get rid of both of these injuries, because just gonna save before this fight. I also need to stock up on healing health poultices, but I can't because I don't have that much health fruit anymore.
We are invaded. Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady.
I went the wrong way. Smart.
No one in your country repairs anything when they occupy it, do they?
Oh, Stan. So my current injuries are affecting penalty to defense and dexterity. And again, if the game could stop targeting me, that would be fantastic. I am so squishy. Don't understand why it is. Please say... hopefully nothing has respawned. Hopefully. I mean, I guess it's experience if it has, but that's not really ideal. Almost 50% of the world explored, people. Almost 50% of the world explored. That's like half. Maths. I think it might be time to start putting... I think I can get back this way. Can I get back this way? That's the oak, right? I cannot. Might be time to start putting points into dexterity for defense value, for, you know, the chance to dodge and stuff. If for whatever reason everything's going to be attacking me, I need that health. That health, that help. And the longer I'm up, the more times I can cast heal to keep Sten at full health. Although I guess I could use Taunt with Shale to draw aggro from Sten. It's just the Revenants, they're quite high level enemies, so they do a lot of damage and have a lot of health. Maybe I should just cast Regeneration on myself. Oh, also, Leon's not summoning a bear. That would help. Or a spider, I think, is her higher rank option now. I guess that would also help a little bit. Just punch the mic, no big deal. I don't think I can make any more.
I am unable to do that.
I have heard an interesting tale of the Kunari.
Speak, Kadan.
I am told that the Kunari put mages on leashes. Leashes? What a delightful concept.
It is not something that one should take pleasure in. It is done because it is necessary.
Why not put them out of their misery? Crush their skulls and be done with it. Fast, efficient, fun.
You have been offended by such men, so your bloodlust can be forgiven. But these ones you speak of are to be pitied.
I'm right here.
Even so, they must serve, just as any other must serve. All must find their place within the Kyun.
Does sound like a delightful place where it comes from. Mages on leashes. What will they think of next?
I cannot say that they would not wish to put a leash on you as well, Kadan.
That does sound less fun. Yes.
Yup. That would not be fun. Gather party and venture forth back to the party camp. May as well sell some stuff as well while I'm here. The non-named items. Alistair. Yeah. Move that to junk. Liliana, is that better than your current longbow? We're getting there. We are slowly getting there. I don't think that's going to be better. We'll never know. We will never know. Just need to use all of those up. Oh, it's the same. In that case... Nope, never mind. Just go and sell the stuff to Bodan, and then obviously
Something you need?
run all the way back.
Sure, either my boy or I can help you out.
Yeah. Actually, do you have...
Are you sure I can't? I'm sure you'll be...
Do you just sell health poultices? Because that would be grand. Ah, you don't. Less than ideal. Maybe I should start using Arcane Warrior mode more as well with the boosted defense I believe I get now.
Yes.
That might be useful, huh? Thank you. That was weird. Loading. Okay. And restart that spell.
What shall I do?
Restart that. What song do I want? Courage. Attack damage and crit chance. Stamina regeneration.
On my way.
Speak. I cannot do that.
Well, there's a lot of his stamina gone. I believe it's Stoneheart. Yep.
Very well.
Get at least some of those buffs going. And run all the way back. Nope. Is it combat magic? Gonna have to check my actual character sheet, aren't I? Oh, I didn't take it. Whoops. That might be useful to grab next time I level up, which won't be for a while, I believe. Boy, howdy, will it not be? Oh well, I guess they'll figure something else out. We do have the spell, the tomes bow down cells. I could buy one of those if I absolutely need it. Shouldn't need it though. So there should only be one more Juggernaut fight, Revenant fight for the Juggernaut armor set, so that's cool. But obviously it depends entirely on how the ruins section goes in terms of health and whatnot. Also starting to think that maybe Shell's nature punching is not doing as much as it might against the werewolves. Oh well, live and learn.
I see them. Dark spawn.
Oh. No, there are darkspawn here. Wolf or bear? Think bear, yeah. Oh my god, I think the bear got me. My health goes so quickly. So I'm just having this. Unless I got backstabbed, maybe. Like a health poultice. I'm running out of health poultices. Wow, Liliana, you wanna hit things?
I am unable to do that.
Let's do that. I'll grab an injury kit for that. I'll also heal the bear. A little bit, I guess. Oh, health poultice. Nice, nice. I'd love to know where my health goes in this game. I didn't think I was that poorly leveled, but boy howdy. Boy howdy does my health just disappear. I know I'm not wearing armor, because I'm a mage, and that might be part of it, but equally if you're not an arcane warrior, then you're not going to be wearing armor as a mage. I don't know. Like I said the other day, I might have to lower the difficulty to easy. I'm not bothered about difficulty stuff, so I thought I'd give it a go on normal, having already beaten the game on easy, but it is what it is. In terms of levels, I think I'm about halfway to the cap, so. Hey, BloodRain2119, hereafter shunt to BloodRain. How are you doing? Thank you for checking out my tiny corner of Twitch. Tiny hole over there. I'll probably save after that loading screen, to be fair. Liliana, where's your bear gone? It's on cooldown. Summon your wolf. How am I? Yeah, I'm tired. Like most people are, I guess. I don't sleep well normally, so probably explains. That's totally not a door. But I'm just hanging out, playing games for strangers on the internet.
I thought I heard a walk rumbling off in the distance.
Trying to find some werewolves. Trying not to kill everything, but, you know, kind of have to. Okay, I guess they're just going to walk into position. Really, really slowly. Right. Sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go see if this triggers a conversation or a fight. Oh, well. I hoped it would be a conversation. Stop freaking fighting me! Oh, it's so annoying that that attack priority doesn't work.
Victory shall be mine. On. This should be easy enough.
Maybe it is just the fireball. Maybe the fireball decides this is the biggest threat. We'll kill them, rather than we should attack what the game tells us to. Because that's the only thing I can think of. The system can't be that broken. Oh, actually, I need to send a message to my boss about something. I have just remembered. Professional, I should totally have done this before the stream, but there we go. That should be fine. Am I sure about what? Professional? I am 100% not professional, but I like calling myself professional. Oh my god, autocorrect. I promise you that poke is a word. The system can't be that broken. So I was told that the AI prioritizes the most heavily armored party member, which, in case you can't tell, would be Stan in Blood Dragon Plate. And that was fine. I wondered why he was going down encounter after encounter after encounter. It's because obviously he's the most heavily armored character. But for some reason, ever since I entered... I think it's mostly just the Brazilian Forest, to be fair. Everything's been prioritizing my squishy mage. I don't have any buffs to my defense active. I could press B and get a slight buff. Obviously, as a mage, I don't have that much health. I'm clearly not wearing armor. I'm wearing robes. And the only thing I can think of is it's the fireball. Or the system could just be that broken. It is a BioWare game, with all that entails. Right, can I go in this door? Sure, it's so secret it's on the map, but why not? I don't know. It's frustrating more than anything. Because I'm the healer. I can't keep Sten up if I'm dead. And boy howdy, am I running out of poultices. It's going to get to the point where I'm going to have to just reload encounters just to manage my health poultices. Which isn't fun for anyone. Or as I say, just lower the difficulty. I don't care about playing on higher difficulty levels. That's locked. And I've played enough of this game to know that that probably needs a key to unlock. Also, it's called Lair of the Werewolves, so that's a promising name. Isn't this where you had the Dalish elf origin takes place in here? I think. I don't know. Just going to save after opening every door. Hey, remember when you could save at will in games?
Yes.
And because I died... Gotta re-add the song. Thankfully that has no cooldown or stamina cost. Let's check out this. If you don't like spiders, this is probably not the game for you.
This should be easy enough. On. This should be easy.
More
Spiders.
spiders.
As you wish. On. Right. As you wish. This should be easy.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Is that something to do with the mirror in Awakening? I thought it tied in somehow with something. I could be making that up. I didn't do it, I just read about it like a couple of years ago at this point. Cool.
It speaks.
It does. It did not want to speak with you, Shale. I'm sorry. Can I pet the wolf? I cannot pet the wolf. Worst game ever. Check everything. Oh, there's another health poultice. Is that locked? Oh, sure is. What allies do I have? I have Leliana, Sten, and Shale.
I finished.
One of the regulars in my chat said that they had great banter between them. So, there we go. They were not wrong. They have really great dialogue conversations, that's the word I'm looking for. When you're just walking around the world. So right would appear to be the way. The only ally I haven't recruited... Oh, for the army. Mages. The Red Cliff.
Consider it done.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Lockpick with Sten.
You called.
That's not what I wanted to do at all.
As you wish.
I've got the mages. I did Red Cliff.
Follow.
Clearly I'm just doing the elves and the werewolf stuff. And then I have yet to do the Ultimar questline. Because I leave that until last, because that just is the way it seems to work out for me every time. That's the room I came from. That's the room I went in. Great, down here. That made me jump. Also, why are all the ambient sounds just so oddly balanced? There was a room in Circle Tower, the Broken Tower quest, where you go into the no, Ruins of Ostagar, that's it. Where you're going into the Darkspawn tunnels to get outside from the Tower of Ishal, and just the ambient noise in that room was so loud that I had to turn it down in game. But again, I guess it's a BioWare game. I'm going to make an assumption here that
I
you've
have a bad feeling about this passageway. Why don't we turn back?
played a fair amount of the game then, Blood Rain. I wish I could. God damn it. I wish I could, Leliana. This is not a spooky game. I mean, that sounded like a dragon. I honestly remember none of this.
Right ahead. Trap right ahead.
That would be because it was a dragon. You have never played this game. What is it? It's the new hotness from BioWare. That's what it is. Oh, right. I unlocked Tempest. That was what I took instead of the
Let's end this.
increase to defense while in fights. Yeah, it's the new harness from BioWare, can't you tell? Looks so good. Frostbite has never looked better.
Let's get started. As you wish. On. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
Just want to check something. Still has threaten. Yep. Okay. And then something I do for accessibility purposes, or for people who maybe have this on in the background, is read the codex entries out loud, and then throw them up into a playlist, into a collection on the Twitch channel. Dragon has been updated to read. I can only assume Young females travel great distances looking for suitable nesting sites. Because of their nomadic habits, these are the dragons most frequently encountered by man. I'll read the whole dragon section, actually. Female dragons take much longer to mature than their male counterparts. They too undergo metamorphosis of sorts at adulthood. But while males lose the use of their forepaws, females actually grow a third set of limbs, specifically to serve as wings. When I'm finished with the game, I might export the collection and upload it to YouTube. I might not. It will be a horrendously long video and be so big it would take like a day to upload, but
It's done.
water. I'll just search the Dragon Horde. Hello. Felondine's Reach. That 19 gold coins. Falondine, friend of the dead, the guide. O Falondine Lethanavir, friend to the dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to my rest. In ancient times the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying would enter Uthanara, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Falondine and his brother Dirthamen. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. Those of the people who passed walked with Falondine into the beyond and never returned. If they took counsel with Dirthamen on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond also, and never came to the people. Then Fen'Harel caused the gods to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Falondine to guide them, and so we learned to lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff, to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Dirthamen, now without a master, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Relafarin clan of the Dalish Elves. More importantly, is that bony better than Lelian's current crossbow? Oops. She can't use it. It is. It is better. Jesus. Apart from the crit chance, but there we go. You're a law whore, but you wouldn't catch you reading the codex. I like reading the codex. Someone got paid to write it. It's also on my playtime is 70 hours for my first playthrough. So this antique wooden crossbow, I did the Stone Prisoner DLC. And then I did the Soldier's Keep DLC, or whatever, the Warden's Keep or whatever. She's had it ever since then, and I've yet to find anything better. So there we go. I also just enjoy reading the codex entries.
Here I am.
I've got the World of
What now?
Volumes 1 and 2, and largely it's the same information, but there's bits here and there that they didn't add to those books, and it's fun. As I say, some people just have this on the background, so if they're interested in the lore, then I'll happily read it to them. Or for people who struggle with reading, don't have the time to read, or like myself, I struggle to read the wiki. The colour scheme they've used there makes my eyes feel weird, so I don't mind reading it out loud. Sweet poppin'. Oh, that ghost over there.
As you wish.
Fireball!
Let's get
I don't read the codex when playing Mass Effect, however.
right.
I don't like the way the codex in Mass Effect works, so if I play that on stream, I probably will not be reading the codex entries in that.
Lovely.
Come on.
Take care of these quickly.
Come on.
This should be easy enough.
Lack of friendly fire is great.
As you wish. On. Let's get started. Right. On. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Can't help but notice this Tempest is not doing a lot of damage. I guess not in it, to be fair, but
Here we
If anything were there, I'm sure it would have been massively underwhelming. One nice arrow, huh? Oh, also, in case you couldn't tell from the title, playing on the Xbox. My monitor is next to the monitor I've got chat upon. If you come back for any other streams, I usually have chat on my second monitor. So, yeah, if you come back, that's why I'll be looking in a different place.
Wanted.
Ooh. Mage's War Boots still better. Thank you for making the rabbit happy. I appreciate the follow. Oh, right, something I've 100% forgotten to be promoting all week is tomorrow is my 100 follower celebration. I'll be playing Choice Chamber. I've never played it before, so I probably won't be recording it for YouTube. I am trapped in the web, but obviously that game does kind of rely on people being in chat. So if you're free tomorrow about the same time, come and check that out, please. The wolf is down. I'm being savaged by a spider. Get up. Oh, that sound effect is gross. Have I got the Juggernaut armor? That's what I'm working towards as part of this. I have, I think, 3 of the 4 pieces. Certainly I've faced 3. Yeah, 3 of the, with 1 left, which I believe is in here somewhere if I recall correctly. Last time I played this was, I think it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I remember tiny bits, but not everything, clearly. That's not going to get old. But I seem to remember the last piece being in here somewhere. Don't know if I'll use it. Alistair's wearing Kaelin's armor. Stan is clearly wearing the Blood Dragon plate, which is one of the few helmets in the game I actually like, even though it's just a 10 blot helmet with a glowing visor. A glowing eye slit. Where's that small boy just walking around?
Mommy? Mommy, no matter, son.
Calm down, tell me who you are, child.
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Calm down. What are you seeing?
Watch for the demons.
Okay. Right, well, AoE's not a thing.
As you wish.
Isn't the Blood Dragon up from Mass Effect? It is. It is. It's tier 6 armor. This is the definitive edition of Origins. I guess this tab. But you can also get Blood Dragon armor in Mass Effect 2. You are correct. Blood Dragon armor is unique to Dragon Age 2. Okay. That was the wrong entry on the wiki. Blood Dragon armor set for DLC. So it was just a code that came with new copies of Blood Dragon Origins, I guess. It's not bad though. There we go. It doesn't import through to Awakening. Does import through to Dragon Age 2. And yeah, that was it. You had to redeem it in Dragon Age Origins to get it in Mass Effect 2. So there we go. That's how that works. It's weird. But it's pretty good armor, so. And it looks pretty cool. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Dead again.
I shall. It's done.
Oh, you don't have much health as a mage. It's annoying. Survived for so long. Leliana, can we please have that bear again?
I'll do it.
Thank you. Do that before tactics kick in to take poultice. I want an injury kit. There's a health poultices. Where are the injury kits? There they are.
I am unable to do that.
What up, bear? Can you please escape my body? We good? I think that's everything. Just checking I hadn't accidentally muted the mic. So that's chest and a charred corpse. That's the door. That seems more important over there. So let's go this way.
What now? What's next?
What? Okay. And I'm not experimenting to see if I can have 2 summons with Leliana, because if the bear dies, I want the wolf to not be on cooldown. So that we can actually have the wolf as well. Right, this is the Juggernaut thing, right? I think? Isn't it? This is where the last piece is. I'm going to save, because boy howdy, a poultice is a problem.
All set.
Also, she needs to reapply the song. Nope.
Indeed.
Or not. Can't have 2 summons? Okay, that's what I suspected, but thank you for confirming it. The earthen tablet you recovered is covered in writing, perhaps elven. Most of the lettering is faded, making it indecipherable. I didn't really mess with the summons when I did my first playthrough. And it was pictographs, however, which seemed to indicate some kind of cleansing ritual to perform prior to honouring the dead. The first pictograph depicts a filled earthen judge being placed on an altar. Second shows an elf kneeling before the altar and praying. The third shows an elf taking a single sip of water from the jug. The fourth shows the elf emptying the remainder of the water of the jug into a pool. The last shows an elaborate doorway, perhaps opening or closing. It's unclear which. Ugh. Still got to find Witherfang. Oh, right, there. Let's just trigger the land's meat. And that's that. There we go. That's what I was hoping to get. A carved elven tablet. 4 panels reproduced here appear to be part of a much larger mural. The topmost panel shows a jug overflowing with water, standing on an altar. 3 elves in robes are positioned around the altar, while a crowd of elves in warlike regalia stands just slightly apart from them. Just below is a depiction of all the elves, those in robes and those in armour, prostrating themselves before the altar with worshipful expressions. Third from the top is a carving which shows one of the 3 robed figures, a woman with an elaborate tattoo on her face, drinking from the jug on the altar while the other elves watch. The bottom image shows the tattooed woman standing waist deep in a pool of water. She holds the jug with water spilling out of its mouth. The armoured elves bow before her, describing a strange tablet. I cannot explain to you how many feels I felt when discovering what the Velastlin actually was in Inquisition. That messed me up. But made a lot of sense at the same time also. Look at all those red dots. Yeah! I'll just rely on the autosave if I need to reload. Okay, so that's where I'm going. I suspect. Could be wrong. I'm just going to kill everything back here first. What am I doing? Second page. Tempest. Kind of just put it here-ish. The bear's psyching itself up to do some damage. That's room for the armor. Cool, cool. Okay. I'll go and grab that then. This elaborate artifact is a gem-like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid even after all this time. The gem is vibrating slightly. Show the artifact.
We have little knowledge of the magic used by the elves of our Lathan's time. The magisters of Tevinter were more interested in subjugating the elves than recording their history. As it is, I would hazard a guess that the object you're holding is a form of phylactery, meant to hold living essence, perhaps even a spirit of some kind.
It is warm.
Oh, shit.
There is a soul within this stone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That much I can see.
Elf magic.
Ah. I might have to just quickly backtrack also through this area. Swearing on this game still. It's just you're just very intuitive. I will touch the gem. Gem is warm to the touch, and your mind immediately begins swimming with visions, images, and memories from life not your own. The presence in the gem is at first alarmed when it senses your touch. It recalls in fear, and the images that rush your mind are ones of imprisonment and loneliness. Who are you? What are you? The presence thinks quickly, bewildered. Finally, it decides that you are indeed real and not a product of its fevered imagination. More images flash through your mind. Time that the presence has spent trapped within the life gem. Time where the presence has slept, gone mad, and then slept again. The presence has no name it can remember. You get the sense of an elf, a mage in glittering silver armor, but this was long ago, remembered as if through a fog. How did you end up in this gem? You see images of a great battle, elves and humans both screaming and attempting to flee from some terrible presence. What that presence was is blurry and lost to time. I think this is to unlock the Arcane Warrior specialization, which I already have, but there we go. The presence fled the destruction by using the life gem, escaping its body. It was sure that someone would come to rescue it, but no one did, not until now. What is this place? What happened here? The images that come are slow, as the presence must think back to a time it barely recalls at all. You see a place of serenity where the eldest come to slumber and are visited by those who offer tribute to the gods on their behalf. The presence memories of what happened there are uncertain. There are flashes of violence, of war, but it is all too long ago. None of it is clear. Was this a war with the humans? The presence remembers the humans. This was a time even after the humans had come. It was they who had built this place long before. Perhaps the war was with other humans. Perhaps it was with someone else. Something that killed both the humans and the elves that were here. It is not clear. You were once a mage. You see images again of the elf in silver armor, one who is a mage and warrior both. The name for the order he belongs to translates in your mind to Arcane Warrior. What is an Arcane Warrior exactly? The presence can remember little. You see images of an order of elven mages who channel their spells into their strength, fighting as Arcane Warriors to defend their charges. The presence could give you what knowledge remains within it of how to become an Arcane Warrior. You could become one yourself or teach the knowledge to other mages if you choose. This is all the presence has left to offer any longer, the last of its memories. In return, the presence asks only one thing for you, your oblivion. Yes, I'll try to help you. The images become tinged with desperation. The presence cannot remember where the altar is, but it knows the life gem must be placed on it. As the life gem nears the altar, the presence becomes overcome with emotion. Could its endless nightmare finally be over? God, can you imagine being trapped for eternity in a gem? The images that are sent to your mind depict a clear question. Do you still wish to learn the skills of the Arcane Warrior? The presence is ready to teach you now. Yes, give me your memories. The memories flood into your mind. They are hazy and incomplete, but enough for any mage to gather a few of the talents the Arcane Warriors once possessed. So this is the only one I have unlocked previously, because the other two require making choices I don't want to make. So now the presence asks that you keep your promise, release it from its eternal prison. Place it on the altar. Last images from the presence are ones of joy. Oblivion will be a welcome relief.
Watch for the demons.
I mean, all want to kind of funnel in, that'd be great. Oh god, it's so good having an AoE that doesn't do fire.
Come now, defend yourself. Let's get started. On.
Might as well heal.
Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
We good? I think we're good. Hell yeah. Oh no, there's a skeleton out there. To loot. Oh, the bear died.
Yes.
Oh, it's through there. Okay, so you prefer cold over the other elementals you can then? I was just experimenting, and I like the knockdown on Fireball, and then I just realized that things like dragons are immune to fire damage, and that I could do with another element. I need to go all the way back to the beginning because I realized there's a secret door I never approached enough to, trigger it. And I don't want to forget that it's there, because I will 100% forget. So we're going on the journey. Truly, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, I like the knockdown of the Fireball, and I just picked the electrical stuff randomly. There was no purpose behind it. It's just I went for that. Nope, this way. I imagine the cold stuff slows enemies down. I think my hope was that the electric spells would damage their stamina and mana. I completely forgot that the mana clash and whatnot exist. Poor dragon. Did I deactivate? I did. Yep, so his enemy's down. Yeah, it seems a standard fantasy trope. My first proper D&D character was huge into cold spells and just slowing things down as much as possible. Right, it was... right, I guess? It was a totally not secret door. I remember that. I think it was up there. But I didn't get close enough to see it because I checked the map. Helps out when using AoE blood magic. Yeah, I can imagine. There it is. Oh, you have to stand right in front of it. Okay. I just didn't get close enough.
Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough. On, as you wish. On.
I do like the damage over time from the fire spells though. Oh yes, correspondence interruptus. Hell yeah, just gotta find the right one. Correspondence interruptus has been updated to read. I believe it's this one. Miss Ambrose, a long, slow grind, the motion careful, aided by generous application of oils. Size is no concern with my equipment, and I am always mindful when stuffing, not risking a burst before every order is fulfilled. My meat goes hand in hand with satisfaction. Your interest astounds, but it is not mine to question a customer's choice in nighttime reading. £3 sausage again next week. No cheek, of course. Yours, Biller's Butchers. There's another one on the other side. Excellent, thank you. It makes me so happy that my favourite one is the top one. I burn for you, and because of you, it gets me. Oh, I guess they both open at the same time.
I shall.
I was going to say, if everyone could please show up to the fight.
Let's get started. Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough.
I thought you didn't know this game, Bloodrain. I thought you didn't know it. Are you telling a lie on the internet? I honestly don't care. If you can get her the Arrow Slaying perk, there is nothing in here. Just experience. Liliana. What? What? Okay. Sure, why not? I really should give him more archery buffs. That might be one to go for next. Anyway. That was what I wanted to do. Was that sparkling? Nope. So I grabbed that. Now we're going all the way back down. Because I do forget things like that. It's the first time I used it one hit an ogre. Ah, god, ogres. Just... ogres, why? I found that ogres are fine. Yep. As long as there's nothing else around them. Although the party build I have right now is kind of... it handles with mobs quite easily if they're low level. But other than that, it just suffers quite badly. And that's on me. That's just the way I've built the characters. But there we go. Oh, and mages. Mages are a problem. But I think mages are generally a problem. Right, let's go get the armor, at least. I think that was left. Finish that quest. Yep, straight on first. In Transcend to be a Templar that helps with mages. It's true, it would. I think one of the... I obviously can't check right now, but I know one of them, I noticed when I was leveling them up, does have a... unspent speciality point. You can tell what I'm focusing on down here. The water in the pool appears cool and clean. It is refreshed from some eternal source, perhaps magically. Submerged in the water is what appears to be a small earthen jug. Take the earthen jug. You take the jug out of the pool. It's made of clay and appears to be none the worse for its long submersion. Fill the earthen jug with water. I would hope it's already full of water if it's been in the pool, but there we go. You dip the jug into the water until it fills up completely. Drink some of the water, why not? The water is surprisingly refreshing, but otherwise has no special effects. The altar is plain, covered in a thin layer of dust. Numerous carvings cover its surface, but most are eroded beyond legibility. Examine the carvings. Most of the carvings are faded, but what little you can make out involves a scene where the honoured dead is laid to rest inside a grand chamber. There seems to be some kind of process involving the altar before the body can be laid to rest, but most of those runes are illegible. Place it on top of the altar. The filled jug is now on top of the altar. Kneel before the altar and pray. You kneel before the altar and pray, touching your forehead to the ground as depicted on the tablet. You feel a sense of rightness and approval around you. I believe it was then sip the water. The thin jug sits in the altar, currently filled with water. Take a single sip from the water in the jug. You carefully take a sip from the water in the jug and then replace it on the altar. I can't remember the final step. Bear with me. Take the earthen jug. leave it alone. Dump the water in the jug back into the pool. Slowly you spill the water out of the jug back into the pool. As soon as the jug is empty, it suddenly shatters, the pieces falling into the pool. And now the door is open. Way! I can do it too. I love quests like that in games. I wish more games did it. It's like we lighting the brazier and the sacred ashes quest line. I mean, I did that by accident, but still. Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. Oh, wish me luck, please.
Unliving wretches.
I'm just going to take care of these right now.
On, as you wish. This should be easy enough. Right. This should be easy enough.
Okay.
Viran Salanon. Ranala Foros. Nay, Garan Sedale, Garan!
I love how you can see the teeth behind the lips. It's something. You need help? Have you lost his spirit?
Warden senses tingling.
Okay. Just gonna drop that. Eliana, time for a bet.
Let's get started.
The frame rate obviously is going to tank a little bit right now from all the particle effects. I am 100% sorry about that. Nope. Not the bet. Stand. Also, if you could target the shade, that would be grand. Okay, I will manually search for Uthanera. That's fine. I found it. It took so long. Uthanera. To the ancient elves who existed during the time of Arlathan, Uthanera was an act of reverence. Elves did not age. They were not immortal, but they did not suffer from deterioration of mind or body. They suffered only from a deterioration of the spirit. It did not happen often, but the oldest of the elves was said to reach a point where they became weary of life. Memories became too much to bear, and rather than fade into complacency, they voluntarily stood aside to let newer generations guide their people. Uthanera means the long sleep, in which the elder would retire to a chamber that was one part bed and one part tomb. To great ceremony from all the extended family, the elder would succumb to a slumber from which they would not wake for centuries, and often never. In time, the body would deteriorate and the elder would die in truth. All the while, family would continue to visit the chamber to pay respect to one who made such a great sacrifice. With the arrival of humans and the quickening of elven blood that ensued, the practice of Uthanera began to fade. When Arlathan fell, it ceased forever. From what has passed, by Hassandriel, Lord of Halam Shiral, 2-7 glory. I have the gifts DLC. I'm trying not to use them. As you can see, their approval's okay. What I'll probably, because I used them when I played this for the first time, because it's just the ultimate edition. And And a lot of the conversations went really quickly because obviously they're approval flagged. So I'm only going to use the gifts at the end of the game, so just so that they're max approval for the final sequences. Just for the, you know, the bonuses to armor and stuff. Partly my problem is also that I haven't found anything that I want to replace this with. It offers 10 armor and a load of other bonuses, and just I've not found anything worth swapping it out for. Doesn't he then use the butterfly sword or something? Also, there's a glitch of sorts where if you get the feast day item from Bodan, you put it in the chest at Warden's Keep, you can go back and get it again because it's not in your inventory when it checks, so you can get unlimited feast day gifts, which... Yes, but it's insanely strong. Okay. As soon as I wrap up... When I finish this quest line, A, I'll try and remember, but B, if you're in the chat when I do finish the Nature of the Beast quest, please remind me. Okay, so that's all the armor. Probably won't use it, but I've got it. It's just gonna go in the chest. And actually, it's better than the Blood Dragon, I guess. Maybe it's better for the resistances, I suppose. I'll keep it just. I bet it would be good against Flemeth. Oh, High Dragon Flemeth. Actually, against High Dragon Flemeth, I could wear the Juggernaut plate, I think, because of the Arcane Warrior stuff. I could wear it. I might do that for the Flemeth fight. Yeah, the other bits are in the chest at Soldier's Peak, or whatever it's called, because I wanted to clear them out my inventory. Although now I'm doubting myself, but no one wants to watch me run all the way back to the entrance to then travel onto Soldier's Peak. Right, which am I going? This way. I have a thing about inventory. I don't like leaving stuff behind because I could sell it, and obviously money is reasonably important in this game for some things. All right, that was that. Of course. Okay, heading on. Also, this is more just a personality thing. If I ever come across as condescending, I'm not trying to. I don't want to. It's not my intention to offend anyone in my chat. It's just sometimes the way I speak can be less than optimal, shall we say. All right. Get out of here, Hunger Demons. Can I get all three? I can't. I am stunned. Not easily offended. Oh, you've come to the right chat then.
Let's get started.
I like the skeleton. Oh, Sten, this is why I meant to take you off aggressive. Fine. Burn, please.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. started.
It is done.
Right, we good? Can I explore these rooms now? Thank you. Gonna get a hefty amount of money
What
from
now?
selling everything. You have returned. Errand complete. Insert da 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 noise, I guess. Oh, no, that's the way I'm supposed to go. Or it looks like the way I'm supposed to go. Well, I suppose technically before you earned the victory chime, was your errand successful? There's no obvious order to this jumble of miscellanea, but one item stands out, a small glass phylactery. The area is naturally cold, dark-shaped swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Oh yeah, we're breaking that. That's a side quest I still have to complete. Oh, it's another Revenant. Of course it is. Joy. At least it's one. Without backup. Now to set it on fire. I guess.
As you wish. Right.
It's immune to nature damage. Shale is not going to be doing anything.
Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough. On. Right. As you wish. On. Let's get started. On. As you wish. Right. On.
Stop punching it out of my spell.
Get started. This should be easy.
Yes, go after the bear.
Let's
Sure,
get
why
started.
not? See, when they're alone, they're fine. You're not gonna... I guess the side quest is the thing. How many do I have left to do? Is it a den room thing? Still have to do that. Still have to go back to Wade. Was it Mage's Collective thing? That's not. Deep roads I've got to go to. Orzammar again. It's just a random encounter. I think that's also a random encounter. Denram's Alienage. Alienage. I believe. All the Frostbacks. And that's Alienage stuff. Oh, there we go. That is just, yeah. Now I've got to figure out which one of these has been updated. I remember that one. The Black Vials. Let the dead no longer serve your whim. Banning the first Corpse Walker. Let the dead no longer serve your whim. Bound by your true name, no mortal hand shall reach you. Kel, Viazagat, Revenant, and perversion of an only son. Death beyond death is no longer your stepping stone through the veil. Andraste, hold you demon and bind your rage for eternity. 6 thumbprints in blood mark the end of the text. Binding the fourth Corpse Walker, you deny our dead their rest, and so you also will be hounded. Let the strength of our union bind you by your true name, Klamatha Kagat, Revenant, and perversion of an honoured father. Though no spirit cage will undo what was suffered, Andraste, hold you demon, bind your rage for eternity. Which controller is Blood Rain? Oh god, now there are 2 rains in chat. Thanks, Windows 10, for that OneDrive notification, giving me a mild heart attack. Now, I should not joke about such things. Obviously, they're not great things to endure. Oh, yeah, I held it up, didn't I, while I was reading. Yeah, I've got this on Steam as well, but I have 1 and 2 on the 360, so I decided I may as well just replay them on the 360.
Right ahead.
Liana,
Right
do it
ahead.
before Sten triggers it. Oh, never mind, Shell triggered a trap anyway. Let's kind of throw that down, sort of there-ish.
This should be easy enough.
Also, I don't have DA2 on Steam, so
Get started.
also
This should be
just saving
easy
myself money,
enough.
so I don't have to buy it again.
On. As you wish. Right. This should be easy.
And the range on this staff is pretty good.
Ready!
That was weird. She got stuck in the animation without actually doing it.
Here I am.
Here you are indeed.
It's done.
And the game runs pretty well on console as well, so, you know, there's that. Obviously there are some frame rate dips when there are a lot of particle effects on screen, but that will happen in any game. Fine. I'll search manually for it. Gosh darn it. Whose cheeks am I trying to clap? Where did the Adventurer's Journal go? Morrigan, also, to answer your question. I romanced Leliana last time, and my partner wanted me to romance Morrigan this time. It's not that one. It's not that one. Don't think it's that one. Definitely not that one. That's not that one. Not that one. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, this might be one of the few I have to skip. Jogby, Rigby, Chastened. Maybe it's a Scroll of Banasta. You know what? I'm just going to check the wiki. It will update Unbound. Oh, right. So I read that one. I read you asked, so I'm telling, don't go. I've read that one before. I remembered that one, which is why I thought I'd read the first entry, but I guess not. Just punch my mouse. Unbound. The riders has been updated to read. The riders follow after every town, ever since my lucky break deciphering the story. I see it now, how they take the locals closest to me, preventing rest or kinship. I thought this a road to glory, but I am dogged at every step by his talons. Gax Kang cursed his name, and the day I heard it. Journal excerpt from an unnamed, long-dead adventurer. Haven't I already... Isn't Gax Kang the spirit I've killed? Oh, I can't remember anymore. Check something else in here. Nope. Moving on.
This should be easy enough.
It should be Markmere. That doesn't mean it will be. So obviously it's quite a way off still, but I will probably go straight into Awakening after I finish this, you know, the main game. And then I don't know if I'm going to take a break before going back for all of the other DLC. I was just going to leave it up to chat at that point. See how burnt out I am on Dragon Age as well, but, you know, there's that.
Lovely. Let's
As you wish. This should be easy enough. On. Let's get
Stan,
started.
if you could
Right. On.
not
As you
get
wish.
caught up on
Let's
me.
get started. As you wish.
Nope. I guess I'll drop the fireball over there then. Knock everyone to the ground, do a quick heal, do a quick heal.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Easy enough. Right. On. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
I'm probably not as burnt out as I would ordinarily be, because one, I only play for 6 hours a week, rather than it being an all-consuming obsession. And two, I did have that month's break from streaming because of mental health problems, so I did recharge a little bit during that. Oh, joy. I'm stuck. Sten is stuck because I'm stuck. You know what? You know what? Let's just reload that. Hopefully that save isn't too far back. Hate arcane horrors so much with a burning fiery passion. Again, it's mages. This is just a party that struggles against mages. I should take your advice and level Sten up as a champion.
Let's get started. Right, as you wish. This should be easy enough. Right, let's get started.
I assume that Leliana's doing something.
This should be easy enough. Right, let's get started. As you wish.
It's getting targeted by skeletons, apparently. You're on fire now. Enjoy.
Right, let's get started. As you wish. As you wish. Let's get started. Right, let's get started.
Oh, whoops. Right. Now I know what's down there. Let's save after killing those demons. Because that's all undead are in this universe. Demons. Everything is demons. Gotta love promotional text. Yeah, become a blood mage and absorb health from enemies around you. I mean, I could. I don't have that specialization unlocked. The closest I've got is the stuff from Warden's Keep. Which I guess, to be fair. Anyway. Is that in range? / will it take any damage whatsoever? Wow, that is taking a non-insignificant amount of damage. Sweet.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Oh, so it's only the one arcane horror just teleports. Good to know.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right.
Cool. It's just on cooldown. The fireball isn't though. One of these days I might do a Blood Mage playthrough. I can get rid of the horror. And then kind of that's still on cooldown. Okay.
Let's get started.
Cone me.
This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started. Right.
Stab. I mean, it's more of a poke, but still. Where's the... I guess it's through the door. Okay. Is there anything? I missed. Nope. Right, that went a lot better. Not being, you know, held in place really helped my strategy in that instance.
I am unable to do that.
Let's make sure we're all healed. I see the red dots. Just going to wait for that heal to come off cooldown. That's probably the safest bet. That's my crutch. Or not. The skeleton will figure out how doorways work, and
This should be easy.
yeah, Shale's only contribution to boss damage is the fact that her fists are on fire. Please, thank you. Okay, Guess we'll go this way.
Just like you wanted.
Thank you, Liliana, for doing it just like I wanted. I mean, I'll check it out. Once I've read this, it might be better than my robes. Sorry, I make a note of the timestamp when I read these out. It helps my editing. Ancient elven armor. Before the fall of Arlathan, even before Arlathan itself, the civilization of the elves stretched across all of Thedas like a great, indolent cat. This armor was made for temple guards in a time when the creators still spoke to the elves. The techniques of its forging, even the name of the metal it is forged from, have long since faded from memory. Keep pressing all of the wrong buttons. Astonishingly, it is not better. How about these gloves? Are these gloves any better? Not. They're identical, they just do extra cold. As I don't deal cold damage, it's fine.
I finished.
What am I doing on inventory space? I'm getting there. 40 left. Was that there before? That was probably there before. I just probably blanked that out. I guess. Okay. Shunk. What up, Stan?
Let's get started. On. This
You
should
could
be easy enough.
join me
On.
down here,
Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
so I don't have to solo these with my face. There we go. I knew you could do it. Where's Liliana? That running animation. Oh, that's priceless. I would assume it was because they were so far away they had to speed it up a little bit. Yep, Sten is so good. Oh, the AI in this game, sometimes it's on point. Alright, well, Lair of the Werewolves, I guess. Sploosh. I said this at the start of the stream, but why is it Thursday already? Like, where did the week go? Oh, yeah, corpse gold I don't need anymore. I imagine these red dots are all werewolves. This being the lair of the werewolves. Could be wrong. How big a map are we? It's Friday for you? Oh, time zones. Happy Friday to you, though. In which case, if it is Friday for you, thank you for being here. See, this is it. This is what I don't get. I hate that. Overwhelm is the cheapest POS ability I have encountered in any game in a long time. Right, how am I going to do this? Because I don't have any way of stopping them getting to me. WTF fuck? What the fuck fuck? So it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, intersex, asexual plus. So any other category. That's what that is. Specs and AIDS. Signifying that this is an LGBTQIA plus friendly stream. It can be any. Doesn't have to just be LGBT. Do I have enough time to get this spell off?
This should be easy enough.
Go ahead and ask any question you want. How many genders are there? Numerous. It's definitely not a sliding scale of 2.
Right.
And if you don't like that answer, you're welcome to go elsewhere, but there are more than 2 genders. Ah, yes. Of course there are only 2. Why would there be more? I could point you towards loads of research compelling arguments that there are more than 2 if you'd like.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started.
Alright, you're down. Well, that was an encounter. I'm just gonna save. Yeah, that seems like a plan. Oh, they're just man and woman? Oh, they're really? Okay, I'm gonna... I know I shouldn't do this, but sure, why not? I'll fall for it. Where is it? Do. You know, I can't find the article. I really should have bookmarked it when I read it. The genderbread person. Neat. Where is it? Well, I'll read that later. I wasn't calling you a troll. Oh, Rain was, I suppose. Technically, Blood Rain, there are 3 sexes. I say technically. Extremely reductive, there are 3 sexes. Male, female, intersex. Gender is slightly different. Specs, what I suspect is making you a troll in this instance is you came to my channel, clearly because it's an LGBT channel, and wanted to pick a fight. That's more the trolling. So I'm going to resume my gameplay. And wish you a nice day, and thank you for demonstrating that, you know, I should not have read your comments. Ah, there we go. You're trying to pick a fight, Specs. That's how you're a troll. You're trying to garner some sort of negative reaction. You asked your questions, and I answered them. And then you were just in there with the absolutes. You can have your opinion. You're welcome to it. All I'm saying is that...
Watch for the beast.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Right ahead.
I knew it would happen eventually.
Right.
Fire! Ah! Please leave me alone, Shadow Wolves. There's Overwhelm. I am dead. I'm just going to reload that. That is a piece of shit ability. There's also no typical LGBTQIA plus person. At all. Ah! Auto mod saving the day. I'm just going to deny that. Resume game. I'm just going to cast that about there.
Right ahead.
Come and get me. I bet you're all... Well, so one thing, Specs. If you're not a troll, why did you go straight for the homophobic insult? 2, I'm pretty sure Rain is happily married. And 3, I'm not a vegan. I eat meat.
Right.
Like this part. It's done. Yes, of course. I shall. Right away. I'll do it as you like.
Oh, right, I've got things I can throw. Poison. You can't be LGBT if you're not vegan, lol. Ah.
Right ahead.
And you're not here to troll. Of course not. Just like you... could I... So I'm honestly curious as to why you think that. Like, not taking the mick or anything. I'm genuinely curious as to why you think that. You won't see it, Rain. I'm going to deny it. It was slightly racist. Actually, you know what? I knew this would happen eventually. Goodbye. Actually, Rain, just because I can. And you're here a lot. Enjoy. I knew it would happen eventually. It was indeed a thing, Blood Rain. Thank you for staying out of it. I knew that eventually it would happen, streaming as an ally streamer. I mean, I'm out as well. It's happened once before, but they just left. It's okay, Rain. I was willing to put up with it to try and work out why they thought that way, but it is what it is. Anyone on YouTube, troll, less troll. I suspect there was more malicious intent than just for the pranks, but there we go. I always want to know why people think the way they think, so I'm happy to converse with them. But when you get to the levels of that, there's no conversation happening. Oh, when you get to those levels, I suppose it's more grammatically appropriate. If anyone's watching this and was hurt by any of that chat, I am sorry.
I've finished.
Yes, Rain, that was just someone being a D-bag. Blood Rain, I can ban alt accounts if I want. I mean, Odyssey, I don't want to, and I hope you haven't jinxed it. I doubt it. Like, this is such a small channel, it's probably not worth the effort that it'll take to create an alt account. But if they do, they do. I looked at it this way. I can ban alt accounts, but while they're here, they're a viewer. It takes very little time at all for me to type in /ban. Or Rain now. Yep. And while they're here, they're technically supporting the channel. Obviously, if anyone's watching this and gets offended by what they're saying, I'm sorry. I obviously can't control what people do. I'm sorry. That made me jump. Oh, just opening the door into werewolves. Right. Oh, right, I'm injured.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
Yes! That's all I've wanted to do! You can with blood magic. That is true, I could. Who are you?
I am merely another of the cursed who guards the entrance to our sanctum. I have been sent to parley.
Does that sound like Mortmere to anyone else? Did learn something today though, you should be vegan. Rain, I've learned I should be vegan as well. We're talking right now, aren't we? So talk.
Not with me. I have been sent to you on behalf of the lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
I have tried to talk to every werewolf I could. And then take me to this lady.
It wishes to speak to these creatures. What is the point? We've slaughtered our way this far. What's a bit further?
This is a vegan-only stream then, I guess. It is never a weakness to seek out alternatives, Shade.
Fine. Arguing with that logic will just
Jail,
give me a headache,
Shade.
I swear.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
Vegan chocolate is so expensive, though. My god. So I have a vegan friend, and I'd made some cookies for her when she came to visit, and it's just so expensive. Oh dear. It's nice, but dear god. Although the cafe I work at does do a lovely vegan chocolate fudge cake. It's so good. Also Bob's, I guess. Bob's out. I'm gonna get banned from Twitch for this.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Really what, Bloodrain? Thank you. I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Do not listen to him, lady. He will betray you. We must attack him now.
Hush, Swift Runner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
And the time has come to speak with this outsider. To set our
Vegan chocolate, yeah, it's pretty expensive.
I apologize on Swift Runner's behalf. He struggles.
Certainly over
with his
here.
nature.
And, well, I'm in the UK if you can't tell. It was something like 3 times the price of normal chocolate. Or of of decent quality normal chocolate. Obviously, the higher quality you get, the more expensive anyway. And healthy eating is more expensive than it ought to be. I don't go to McDonald's that often anymore because I really enjoyed their vegetable burger, but it's now been replaced by vegetable fingers in a bun, and they're bland. They're just so bland. As do we all, lady.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian
Yep,
has not
that's the vegetarian
told you.
burger option at McDonald's in the UK. Just vegetable fingers in a bun with some lettuce and mayo. I think it's mayo. Is that so, such as?
It was Zathrian who created
Oh,
the
no,
curse
it was
that
Zathrian?
these creatures suffer. The same curse
I can't
that
overact,
Zathrian's
I'm sorry.
own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly.
Hopefully it's
While out
mayo, yeah.
hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her,
Therefore dead.
but she learned later she was
So it's more like that, isn't it?
with child. She killed herself.
So Zathrian cursed them, I take it.
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is.
So the Dalish leader misled
Just
us.
shell covered in blood.
You're not surprised.
No, just trying to picture his little elf head squishing. Ah, there we go.
They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Shell's great. She's so good. Why didn't you rejoin human society?
They are still cursed, mortal. The bestial side of their nature cannot be denied, and this places them forever outside of the company of their people. We seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
Or I could just kill them all, I guess. I just want to check something. Da, 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 da. There we go. Just trying to figure out how I want to get the result I got last time, because that's the result I want again. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay. Let's do it. It's the save everyone option. Alright, I'll bring Zathrin.
Tell him if he refuses, I will ensure that Witherfang is never found. He will never cure his clan. Outside of this chamber, the passage leading back to the surface has been opened for you. Return with Zathrian.
The door I found earlier. Because Shale approves, because I persuaded her. I'm a bleeding heart, and I like everyone to get along, which is 100% why I pick the synthesis ending in Mass Effect 3 all the time. Is this the way out, or is this back the way I came? I want the room back the way I came. Back the way I came. Cool. I want the side rooms before I do anything else. Just some werewolf, but no big deal. I'm just appreciative of games that let me talk my way out of problems. Nope. Wrong bumper.
What's next?
Elf root. Oh hey, it's another revenant. A small glass phylactery sits conspicuously separate from all else. The area is naturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take it. The glass fractures at your touch. And this is a tiny room.
Let's get started.
Burn, please.
Let's get started. This should be easier.
I could resummon an animal, I guess, but I don't think I need to.
Let's get started. As you wish. On. This should be easy enough. On. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Guess I'll just do that to be safe.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
It's backed itself into a corner. 200 IQ plays.
This should be easy enough.
Hell yeah. Right, well that animation plays out. Grab that. That's another of the Black Vials quest. Nice. Making progress on that at last. First, fourth. Binding the fifth corpse walker. We condemn both spirit and host for inviting the walker. With solemn hearts we bind you by your true name. Shamus Goodson, revenant and perversion of a rare friendship. Regret holds more pain than burying the dead. Andraste forgive you, brother, and bind your weakness for eternity. 5 thumbprints in blood mark the end of the text. That's kind of sad. I'll be honest, feels bad, man. So those are those side rooms. Check the other side rooms. You guys don't mind me looting the stuff in here, right? Didn't think so.
What now?
It sucks not playing a rogue and having to do that. And not being able to do it myself. But it is what it is. Oh. Cool. Is that 4 of 6 or something? Oh, I have no idea which ones I've read or not. I think I've read 1 and 2. I always play rogue so you can unlock everything. That Rain, when it came to playing this the first time, I sat down and went, I could play anything, but I'm playing a rogue just so I can unlock all of the doors myself. And my first decision after lockpicking was, I'm putting everything into coercion that I can so I can talk to everyone. I am not missing out on anything that there is a chance to. I believe it's this one. Yes. Pretty sure it's this one. What I'll probably do with the Scrolls of Banasta and actually the Black Vials one is when I finish it, I'll just read the entire thing in one go as well. Just to make doubly sure, but there we go. The Scrolls of Banasta has possibly been updated to read. In the Fade dwell creatures both foul and fair, but all plague mankind with lusts and prides incalculable in our waking hours. Our power attracts them, and for good reason. Our unique bridge between flesh and dreams is one way they can enter the realm of flesh. To begin the path to true power, court these poor, terrible creatures and best them. Force them into servitude or pledge your heart to them. Either way you gain immense power and the means with which to tear holes in the world. Below the text, scribbled in the margin, are arcane symbols drawn with blood. Ah, yes. Pledge your heart to them. Nothing could possibly go wrong there. Splint man in a pile of rags. Yes. NBD. No, it's the wrong bumper.
Just like you wanted.
What I could do, actually, if I have to go back to the camp anyway, past the werewolf, but is go and sell everything. Clear out my inventory. Talk to Swiftrunner as well while I'm here. Even in this playthrough, the first things I put points into were coercion. Well, cunning, so I could get all the coercion.
The passage just outside of this room is open to you now, and it will lead you to sunlight. Wait, we are eager to see Zafrian face to face after all this time.
I didn't realize there'd be a second line, I'm sorry. And while at camp give... Ooh, that's a good point. I can do that. What I will do is it will take a bit of extra time, but it's for my peace of mind. I'll duplicate Sten's feast day gift a few times. And... Sweet, more treasure. And then do it. Well, I haven't given him his feast day gift yet, so I think that's going to do more than 5 thoughtful gifts. But I also haven't given anyone any gifts, apart from, I think I gave Morrigan one by accident.
Ah, and here you are.
Never mind. Shout out to Tuvok. Zathrian, what are you doing here?
You have carved a safe path through the forest. Safe enough for me to follow, anyhow.
I don't like this one. Can we not simply crush its head?
There was no way to tell what would happen once you reached this ruin, so I decided to come myself.
You mean you wanted to make sure... we need to talk, you and I.
Yes, there will be plenty of time for that. Did you acquire the heart?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? May I ask then, why are you leaving the ruin?
I've been sent to bring you back to the Lady of the Forest.
Oh, is that what the spirit calls herself now? And what does she want with me, if I might inquire?
Oh, dear. Doesn't matter. Come with me now.
I send you to kill Witherfang, and now they have turned you against me. Interesting. You do understand that she actually is Witherfang?
Yeah, I thought as much.
She is the powerful spirit of this ancient forest that I summoned long ago and bound in the body of the wolf. Her nature is that of the forest itself. Beautiful and terrible.
What?
Serene and savage.
Say it isn't so.
Maiden and beast. She is the lady and Witherfang both, 2 sides of a single being. The curse came first from her. Those she afflicted with it mirrored her own nature, becoming savage beast as well as human.
But the werewolves have regained their minds.
I find that difficult to believe. They attacked my clan, and they were the same savages then that they have ever been. They deserve to be wiped out and not defended. Come, I will accompany you back to the ruin. Let us go and speak to the spirit, and I will force her into Witherfang's form. He may then be slain and the heart taken.
Wouldn't you at least consider talking to them?
Why? You claim they have regained their minds, but they are still savage beasts. Their nature is unchanged. All they want is revenge, or a release that I will not give them. No, let us take the heart and end it.
Do you still have so much hatred after all this time?
You were not there. You did not see what they did to my son, to my daughter, and so many others. You are elven. You know what it is like to have injustice thrown in your face. Their crimes could not go unanswered.
But those crimes were committed centuries ago.
I remember them as if it were yesterday. Even if they are more than animals now, they desire nothing but revenge. They will never let my clan be.
You can at least meet with them, that's what I propose.
And what if it is revenge they want, and not talk? Will you safeguard me from harm?
I guess I could just say whatever I want to get him there, maybe? I don't think it will come to that.
I fail to see the purpose behind this, but very well. It has been many centuries now. Let us see what the spirit has to say.
Again, shout out to Tuvok. Is it Tim Russ? I think that's his name. Pretty good actor. Voyager is a very underrated series, I find.
So here you are, Spirit.
She is the lady of the forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, Spirit? And you've given names to your pets? These beasts who follow you?
It was they who gave me a name, Zathrian. And the names they take are their own. They follow me because I help them to find who they are.
Who they are has not changed from whom their ancestors were. Wild savages, worthless dogs. Their twisted shape only mirrors their monstrous hearts.
He will not help us, lady. It is as I warned you. He is not here to talk.
No, I am here to talk, though I see little point in it. We all know where this will lead. Your nature compels it, as does mine.
It does not have to be that way. There is room in your heart for compassion, Zathrian. Surely your retribution is spent.
My retribution is eternal, Spirit, as is my pain. This is justice, no more.
Are you certain your pain is the only reason you will not end this curse? Have you told the mortal how it was created?
He said he summoned you and bound you to a wolf.
And so he did. Witherfang and I are bound as one being. But such powerful magic could not be accomplished without Zathrian's own blood. Your people believe you have rediscovered the immortality of their ancestors, Zathrian, but that is not true. So long as the curse exists, so do you.
No, that is not how it is.
Can you blame him? Who wants to die?
What could keep one going after so many centuries of life? Love? Or a bitter hatred that clutches at a heart that should long ago have ceased beating? The curse would not end with Zathrian's death. His life, however, relies on its existence. And I believe his death plays a part in its ending.
Then we kill him! We tear him apart now!
For all your powers of speech, you are beasts still. What would you gain from killing me? Only I know how the ritual ends, and I will never do it.
Ha! You see? We must kill them all!
See? They turn on you as quickly. Do what you have come here to do, Grey Warden, or get out of my way.
You'll end that curse if I have to force you myself.
Then you die with them. All of you will suffer as you deserve.
Giant wolf in the background. What up, giant wolf? Ah, there is an autosave. Excellent.
Be wary.
That's a giant tree. Why? It's fine. We might just have to sit through this a few times. Witherfang. Witherfang is, according to the Keeper Zathrian, a wolf. He is no ordinary wolf, however. He is a wolf possessed by a powerful spirit and the source of the werewolf curse that plagues the Brazilian forest. While Witherfang is hundreds of years old and very powerful in his own right, the only way to end his curse is to cut out his heart and bring it to Zathrian. It appears that Witherfang has two sides, as nature does. One is the wolf, savage, male, but the other is the lady of the forest, gentle and female. Witherfang is both beast and beauty, terrible and peace-loving. The lady has guided the werewolves of the Brazilian forest to come to peace with their nature, as she has. That's most of the room.
Go on.
Just keep an eye on health values and stuff, but I think if I defeat Zathrian, we should be good.
This should be easy enough.
Not the Sylvan.
Right.
Mother Hubbard. Oh great, stuff cooldown again.
This should be easy enough.
I think there are a lot of fights in this area where you just take out one enemy and they run.
Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. Right.
Oh man, he is trapped.
No, no
There we
more.
go.
I cannot defeat you.
Finish it. Kill him now.
Oh, somebody please kill somebody.
No!
Oh,
Don't kill him.
Shale.
Please, lady, stop him!
No, Swift Runner. We will not kill him. If there is no room in our hearts for mercy, how may we expect there to be room in his?
I cannot do as you ask, Spirit. I am too old to know mercy. All I see are the faces of my children, my people. I cannot do it.
Is that true, or are you afraid of dying?
Perhaps I have lived too long. This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul. What of you, Spirit? You are bound to the curse
Shale is
just
so
as
awesome.
I am. Do you not fear your end?
You are my maker, Zathrian. You gave me form and consciousness where none existed. I have known pain and love, hope and fear, all the joy that is life. Yet of all things I desire
Thank you everyone for being here.
nothing more than an end. I beg you, Maker, put an end to me. We beg you, show mercy.
You shame me, Spirit. I am an old man, alive long past his time.
Then you will do it? You will end the curse?
Yes, I think it is time. Let us put an end to it all.
The music, though. The music. Oh, thank God they're wearing clothes. I was worried.
It's over. She's gone, And we're human. I can scarcely believe it.
So, what are you going to do now?
We'll leave the forest, I suppose. Find other humans, see what's out there for us. It should be quite interesting, don't you think? Thank you. We'll never forget you.
And they just turn and run. Oh yeah. Check there's nothing to loot in here. Oh, there's a sarcophagus. And that's the nature of the beast. Should probably go back to the camp first. Talk to everyone there. Probably save also. One of the streamers I watch, she has a bot that just posts in chat occasionally reminding her to save, which is pretty cool. We might actually get to
Your command.
just in case.
Yes. Can't do that.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
There we go. Might get to Ortsamar today, depending on how long everything takes to do. So that'll be cool. You know what? I guess I'll just peek to drop off the Juggernaut armor set. How often do you stream? I try to stream every day, Blood Rain. About the same time, which probably isn't great for your time zone. So I'm sorry, it's not great for many people's time zones. It's not great for my time zone because I stream during the working day. But I try to stream every day of the working week, you know, Monday through Friday. But I do, obviously, stuff comes up occasionally. I have mental health problems, which do mean that sometimes streaming isn't the best thing for me to do. But if you look below the video player, currently 3 AM, I am so grateful you're here. If you look below the video player, my schedule of what I stream should be there. I didn't want that. Where's the Cinderfell gauntlets? There we go. Right, so... Oh, right, she can't use it just yet. So I'll stash that. And I'll stash that for the memories. Stash the arrows because not currently using arrows. Stash the Juggernaut gloves and the plate. There we go. And then the rest of the Juggernaut armor's in here somewhere. And I so it doesn't bother me much. Well, that, you know, works out for me, so thank you. I believe I've got some Mabari Crunch I don't need because I'm not using the Mabari. What does that do? Spell resistance. Yeah. Stash the gifts. That, I believe, takes me up to 6 garnet. Yes. And then junk. Actually, one of those gloves I want to take back. Was it this one? Nope. It was those. Remove from junk. I believe Morrigan has cold spells. Guess I'll keep Damisu to check for Zevran. Couldn't remember his name. That's a ring that can be sold. That's all what it is. Junk all of this. Can I trash? Did I? If I put it in there, I didn't mean to. I was going to check to see if anyone... Oh, whoops. Good catch. Thank you. I was going to see if anyone else can benefit from it. Bodan. Give me that good stuff. Oh, I can't wear it. Ooh, that means that Zevran probably can't either. Yeah, Zevran can't either. I'll put it in my chest. I'll do that. Speaking of Zevran... Oh, that could be junked as well then. And Alistair... I mean, it is strictly speaking better, but the extra damage versus Darkspawn. I'll put it in my chest, because I need to go back there anyway, so. So the whole point of storing everything in my chest is because I'm too lazy to go through it now, but at the end of the game, I'll,
I'm sure you...
off stream, I'll go to the chest, I'll pull out everything that could potentially be useful, and then... What was I going to say? Equip everyone. That's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stash this Prayers for the Dead in the chest so I can go buy it again.
Indeed.
So I have, in theory...
Yes.
3 of those then? Because I don't know what gifts I have and haven't got, is the thing. I don't know if I've got 5 thoughtful gifts, for example. I don't know what qualifies as thoughtful. I've never really, as I say, last time I did this, I just gave them the feast day stuff, so I didn't have to look into how gifts work. But I should have 2 of those, I think. I think I went through and grabbed all of the... Nope. Son of a... I could have got that book. God damn it. Oh, there's... You know what? Oh yeah, it's just the one you can buy over and over and over and over again. Oh, it's fine. So their special item gives them the same amount of approval as one. Just go check that there's one in Bodan's inventory still. And I'll come back for that one. So one specific item gives them the 50 approval that 5 thoughtful gifts would give them. And has a bonus. I get you. I was thinking of an entirely different kind of gift. I am so sorry for misunderstanding.
I'm sure.
But there should be another Kunari Press for the dead. Look at that. 100% correct. Not that I thought you were lying, obviously. Uncrushable Pigeon. Yep. Do I duplicate it again? I'm going to do it. Just because I'm so scared of getting it wrong. And then, not what you're suggesting, Blood Rain, of just pissing Sten off enough that he goes down to, what is it, like minus 100 approval? I know I don't need to select everyone each time, but to the point where he leaves. So I want to have that barrier. It probably won't happen. It shouldn't happen. Everyone's pretty happy with me right now, but there we go. So I should be able to stash that. So I either have 2 now, or you just can't have multiples. Look at all my gifts that I should really give to people. Yeah, there we go. So that's 100 approval just stored away in a chest, so for free, because the specific
Your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you.
The specific ones you don't pay for them; they're free. Obviously, 15 silver isn't much, but where is it? Kunari Press for the Dead. There we go. Right, Sten.
Unexpected. Thank you. Unexpected. Thank you.
There we go. Slightly less damage, same crit chance, lower armor penetration, same modifier. Oh, higher armor penetration with the bonus. Plus 12 attack's not bad. And it attracts butterflies. Let's just swap out some
enchantment.
Starfang. Remove. So what I'll do, because Starfang is, you know, slightly better, at some point I might add some more runes to it. But for now, that is a thing of beauty. That is something, Blood Rain. It is something. Thank you. Do I have any Grandmaster runes in my chest? Sorry, this is just inventory management, the game at this point, but it doesn't matter who I'm taking, because I'm only going to Soldier's Peak. Do I have any more Grandmaster runes? But you can see just by duplicating the feast day items, I can get up to 100 approval at any point. So it's not a bad thing. I do not have any other Grandmaster runes. Sorry, my partner has messaged me. Please unlock phone fingers. There we go. Actually, spell resistance might be pretty good. And I guess just frost. Levi, do you have any books for me?
What can I do for you, Warden?
Or did I buy the books that you have? I think it's under other. I guess not. I think Bodan has books that I can afford now. As does the random encounter, the random dwarf merchant I keep encountering. Again, I say it a lot, but seriously, thank you for being here, everyone. Do appreciate it. That is something. No, not Bodan. Actually, to be fair, free spell. I can afford both. I may as well use both.
Enchantment?
Same thing. The end of the game. I love the pride emotes. At the end of the game, I'll just sell all of the stuff in the chest I don't equip, and then just buy everything that I think might be useful. Star metal, spell resistance, cold damage, fire damage. Right. Save the game. On to Ortsamar. I think that's everything. Also, if anyone's curious, the nature of the Beast quest, doing it the way I did it... Oh, I need to go and talk to elves again. Doing it the way I did it counts as siding with the elves for the purposes of achievements for some reason.
Indeed.
Where did I get the sword Sten had before?
Yes.
Ah, this is something that someone in chat a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago at this point, was really irritated by. There's a random encounter you can get on the map where you just encounter a meteorite, and you take the iron from that meteorite to the smith at Soldier's Peak, and he makes it into he can make it into a sword for you. It's one of the strongest swords in the game. And you can choose to have it as a two-handed or a single-handed sword, a one-handed sword. But it's like a rare chance to happen.
The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
He was a hero in the end, Lanaya.
It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes.
It's because he's still got them on.
He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you, Lanaya.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
Hell yeah. It's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for the codex. But sure, why not? Dex to 30, Cunning to 25, Constitution to 19. One skill. I don't really do the stealing thing. Or the trap making thing. I guess the poisons. I don't make poisons. I really should do traps more often. This is just what I always go for the increased defense against crit if hit. Debuff to opponents. It's in the chest behind her. Well, I can check. Oh, hang on. Aha. There we go. I knew there was a reason I was doing the combat trainings. Oh. The game's getting mildly difficult. I'll take the debuff. Oh, right, books. I bought them to read and didn't read them. Okay. Oh, right, there you go. You have to back out and then there we go. One attribute point. I might have to put it in Dex for the dodging. Or just health, I guess. I'll go with extra health. And oh. See, that's kind of useful, bonuses to defense. But equally, I could start going cold. Also, rock armor, I guess, would help. Don't really need that. Don't really bother about that. That's just not. See, all of this stuff is so good and so useful to have, and you can't get it all. What is this? Inferno. Oh, okay. I'll go with the passive Aura of Might. That rainbow is definitely there. Actually, you know what? Let's save it. Let's save the game. Let's check Sten. If I give Sten a skill point, what happens? I like how it sets me to the top every time. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so he doesn't have a free specialization. I thought someone did. Maybe I was just making that up. In that case, he doesn't really... does not have 40 strength yet. Yeah, we'll go with Leliana. Just so she can get the debuff. Sorry about all this. Again, inventory management, the game. The other side of role-playing games. You've got conversation in the game, you've got inventory management in the game, and you've actually got playing the game. 3 sides to a big RPG. You know, that wasn't a bad joke. I might add that to my dumb joke collection. So we'll give Leliana the skill point for the debuff. Nope. Level up. Oh no, right, I literally just leveled her up. That's why her bar is full. It is empty even. We'll go with cunning. She has the debuff, so we'll go with the crit. Which means I can now get the slaying thing when she levels up next. Alright, if I save the game, am I now allowed to open this chest, or are you still... is that still a huge no-no? Okay. In Euthenera, Harun na Melana Salin Emma e Abelas, Suverenan Isalahamin Venan him Dophelas in Euthenera Naravas. I don't sing also. Vir Sulanain, Vir Dethera, Vir Sama Lanumin, Vir Lath Savunin. Translated from the elven tongue. Elder, your time has come, now I am filled with sorrow. Weary eyes need resting, heart has become grey and slow, in waking sleep is freedom. We sing, rejoice, we tell the tales, we laugh and cry, we love one more day. From In Euthenera, traditional elven song of unknown origin. Something else hasn't been read. I read that. There we go. Keeper Zatharin has been updated to read... Long ago, in retribution for an attack against his clan, he unleashed a terrible curse. He summoned a spirit into this world and set it upon the humans who had wronged him. The spirit did not simply slaughter Zatharin's enemies, it transformed them into monstrous beasts. In time, however, the werewolves he had created regained their minds, and they sought out the one responsible for their suffering, turning the curse upon Zatharin's own people. At the urging of the Lady of the Forest, Rhiannon, that's me, persuaded Zatharin to give up his own life, returning the werewolves to their human forms and saving the elves who had been inflicted with the curse. Is Lanaya an option? I don't believe she is. No.
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline.
Indeed.
All-Father, may you forgive our part in this tragedy. Would our sons and daughters
Literally
have died if not for our pride? Falendine, friend of the dead, may you guide our sons and daughters safely into the beyond. And most of all, he who hunts alone, the dread wolf. He will come for us in the end, but today he turned a blind eye, and for that we are thankful. For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore, the walkers of the lonely path, and never again shall we submit.
Oh, you know, Rain, I knew her voice was familiar. I didn't pick, because Ashley always dies for me. I always pick Caden for some reason. Well, because he's not a racist. So I couldn't quite place it, but thank you for clearing that up.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Deniala?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
But the curse has been lifted, has it not? Deniala could be out there in the forest, returned to her true form.
Anything is possible.
Then I need to look for her. Thank you for doing what you could. Now it falls on me to find her.
So I avoided completing that quest until now, so that they could have the happy ending. Also, I can't believe I had the book I was looking for. I spent about, like half an hour on Monday trying to find the book that was in the Soldier's Peak chest all along.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Gareth?
I don't know if he'd have anything else to say about the curse being lifted, but I guess not.
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse after all.
May the creators bless you, truly.
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope.
Yes, I believe he did.
I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures.
Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider, I expect I'll be telling tales about the Grey Warden one day, hmm?
It's entirely possible. Yep, these are still broken. I noticed this on Monday. They're just sitting on a child. No big deal. Don't think there's anyone else to talk to about the curse being lifted. Yep. It's just that again.
Allow me to say Masiranus once again for your assistance. You were marvelous how you handled her. I would never have expected it.
Hey, Sten's the one with the survival skill. Thank Kunari. Right. Let's have another dialogue as we leave the outskirts of the Brazilian forest.
The Kunari mentioned something of equality when we last spoke.
I said that all were equal under the Qun, yes.
What of humans? Surely they would not be as equal as others?
All who accept the Qun have their place as any other. In the lands we occupy, even the elves have come to embrace this concept.
And if this place is at the bottom?
If that is where one belongs, then that is where one should be.
The Kunari are a very practical people, Sten.
It is as I have always said, but I thank you.
True. Very true. Right, I guess it's time to actually progress with the main story again. And by which we travel to a new area. I think I've only got the one. Oh, I found all 5. Sweet. Thought I was missing one. Yeah. Automar. Also, rip Lothering. Frostbacks. I got spooked. Actually, I didn't, but mostly because I was just thinking how great my map of Thedas is.
Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemons saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood.
Ah, there we go. So what do you think happens to Loghain's men after you defeat him at Landsmeet? I'd like to think that clemency is shown and that they kind of all survive. And kind of get to serve whoever you choose as king. But equally, Loghain seems to attract a certain kind of person, and I'm not sure they'd be happy doing that. And might in fact choose imprisonment over
I guess it's like Duncan
clemency.
once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
What will they send next? Darkspawn tax collectors?
Oh right, I need
to... should be built around the camp.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
I need to talk to everyone. At some point, I need to go and kill Flemeth as well. Boy howdy, can you believe I'm putting that one off? Right, let's see if I've got any new conversations. I think I've exhausted Shales.
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better thing. Oh.
I have. Sten also, I think?
You called.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
I'm just going to check these conversation trees. Because I know sometimes they do repeat. I think it's... That was the wrong article. Sten approval. There we go. Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
No, apparently I've done that one.
Very well. Speak, then.
You said something earlier about mages.
We have no mages such as you do. We have beasts in the shape of men who perform tricks.
Right, well. Beasts can't do magic.
Some men act the part of beasts.
Are you calling me a beast?
You have your moments.
Moments when I am a beast, or moments when I am not?
One would imply the other.
It would. So I can get 7... or 4, I guess. Why have magic at all if it's so evil?
We live in the world and magic is part of it. One might as well reject the sky. Arshera, are we going to fight the Darkspawn or chatter until they grow bored and leave?
I had another question.
Very well.
What do you mean mages are beasts?
I misspoke. They are not beasts. Beasts learn eventually.
Also, yes, his troops are the most OCD army. What's so terrible about magic?
Mages? Is there some reason you insist upon discussing this?
I'm a mage, Stan.
No one has power over what they are, only what they do.
Oh, that's comforting.
There is no use talking of this. We should move on.
Another question.
Very well.
Mages aren't as dangerous as you say.
Clearly your chantry agrees.
Not all mages turn to blood magic.
My people have a tale. An Ashkari walked among the fields once, observing the laborers at work. Flax bloomed all around him, the color of still water. The air rippled like a curtain. As he stopped to examine a blossom, a bee stung him on the hand. The Ashkari turned to a laborer for aid and noticed for the first time the heavy gloves and coat she wore. As she tended to him, the Ashkari asked them why she was dressed so in such stifling heat. To avoid your fate, she replied. But there are many thousands of bees here, the Ashkari said to her, and only one stung me. Surely your caution is unwarranted. The stinger is always a surprise, agreed the laborer. But so is the bee that simply passes one by.
I believe I can take the sarcastic answer. Yeah. That's more words than I've ever heard you speak before.
I've been saving them up.
Oh god!
We should not linger
He's so
here.
good! That was great.
Very well.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Let's go.
As you wish.
I think that's him maxed out. Or, you know, close enough. Hell yeah. Sten is amazing.
"'Tis cold in my tent, all alone."
Stan is the embodiment of dad jokes. You are 100% correct. I'm pretty sure I know the correct answer to this, but you know, we'll do it properly. We'll do it properly. Well, 1 second, Morgan. You're just gonna have to. Just gonna have to wait for this. Where is it? I'm just gonna Control F. Okay. Wow, this is so easy to mess up. Good lord. Okay. Let's see which is the best, in my opinion, line. Yep. Well, we can't have that.
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
No Discord setup? No, not yet. I have, because as I've reached 100 followers, I was considering doing it as well. That's just something on my list of things to do. But you're the second person who's kind of expressed interest, so I guess the question is, would you join it if I set one up, to anyone who's in chat and listening? I guess also with time zones, it's a good way to keep in contact. I'm pretty sure it's number 3. Yep. I'm sure I'll think of something.
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk.
Ah yes. Sex scenes in BioWare games. Yeah.
See the stories they
Oh,
tell
I'll set one up
Grey
then.
Warden endurance
I'll try and do it by the end of
are
next
not
week.
Exaggerated.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, there are stories.
Indeed there are. The unanswered question, of course, is whether the endurance exists because of the taint within you, or because the Grey Wardens are by nature so very healthy. I enjoy the thought that 'tis a little of both. Natural prowess, driven by a darker side.
Then I assume we're done?
Oh, finished with me now, are you? Well, you do not get away so easily as that. I will have my way with you until I am satisfied, out of a sense of fairness, if nothing else.
So I'm just going for the most optimal approval rating. That sounds like fun.
I wouldn't be so quick to imagine the best. My notions can run to the painfully perverse. Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
I can live with that.
Then we should get along marvelously. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
Ah, she's got a really should have sorted that out. I'll try and set up a Discord as soon as I can then. Probably best to do it before tomorrow, which I'm hoping draws people to the stream, because Butikosa might turn into a relationship, then it's just the way that she is. I guess Arcane Warrior makes more sense for her. Sorry. It's Spirit Healer. Arcane Mastery! Yeah, she's the one I'm teaching cold spells to. Are any of these decent passives? What does she even have anyway? Drain Life, Disorient Horror, Death Cloud. Mind Blast, yeah, it's not bad. Neat. I only really took Spirit Healer for the bonus to spells. Ooh, she's got Overwhelm. Nice. Yeah, we'll go with Arcane Mastery for the spell power bonus. However, that is 3 hours. I do have stuff to do. I work tonight. For those of you who don't know, I run role-playing events for a local cafe. But they have to be in the evenings, so there's that. It's great, but not having evenings also sucks sometimes. Everyone on Discord to be able to help. Thank you, Blood Rain. I'll have a look. It won't be tonight. I'll probably have a look tomorrow morning before my stream. No, I won't have time in the morning. I might have time. I hope I'll have time. But if not, I'll definitely send you a whisper or something if I need any help. But thank you for being here. Thank you for follows. Sorry again for the person I had to ban earlier. Struggled to make eye contact with the camera, which, you know, isn't a person. I'll try and... Well, in theory, I'm streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming Choice Chamber to celebrate 100 followers. That was decided by a Twitter poll. I'll be doing another Twitter poll at 200. So if you want to get in on that, be sure to follow me on Twitter if you've got a Twitter. If you haven't, no worries. I obviously don't want you to make a Twitter account just for that. It's Comrade Bubbles. It's terribly original. This video will be up on YouTube probably tomorrow evening, because I don't really have the morning. Because my partner's starting work later than usual. I think that's it. Everything goes up on YouTube at Comrade Bubbles if you want to watch anything else that I've put out or watch my playthrough up to this point. I think that's it. So I guess until next time I see you. Oh, congratulations, Rain, on the promotion to mod. Anyway, until next time I see you. Adios.